pain and frustration wash away. You say you love and you need. I beg to differ, you're exhausted again. Open your eyes and you'll see. Visions will never exceed. You need somewhere to go. Lord only knows that it's far from my home. Wherever you roam, don't act like I never cared. You pushed too far, now I can't hang on to you anymore. Quit acting like you're losing life you have lived before. No seconds pass without you up my ass. You can blame yourself, but I can't hold on anymore. Anything that I ever said, I'll remember, and I meant everything that you ever did. I'll do my best to forget. Please just let me move on, 'cause I'm over it. I don't need you to forgive me. I didn't do anything wrong. It's not my fault you feel empty. Maybe that's how you belong. Don't act like I never cared. You pushed too far, now I can't hang on to you anymore. Quit acting like you're losing life you have lived before. No seconds pass without you up my ass. You can blame yourself, but I can't hold on anymore.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. FSB Racing Friday night. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, with my partner back, Milt Jr. He's back from vacation. He's rested. He's fed. He's got beer. We're ready to go. And I'm back in the booth instead of driving this week, and we are at Iowa, quasi short track. I've got practice times up there. Let's get the qualifying grid. Yeah, they went to race session really quick tonight, so we're in hurry up mode.
What's a
Must have been
quasi?
semi.
What's a
Somewhat.
quasi?
Quasimodo, okay? All right. Yeah, so this little semi-short track, semi-speedway in Iowa, designed by Rusty Wallace from the ground up. Doesn't even have traditional walls, has safer barriers planted straight into the ground. Cool little track. Had fun running it Tuesday night. And you see on the pole, you got Slim Jim Gately. And you see that curved pit road there too. That's something you got to deal with. It's like a short track pit, something like you saw last week at Rockingham, like you'll see at Martinsville. And that can influence your pit stops, so watch for that to possibly be a factor tonight. Never did like those curved pit roads. Slim Jim on the pole, Jim Christopherson, the Highwayman on the outside, Mark DeRocket Pacenza, Chris Beckman, and Rick Johnson rounding out your top 5. Man, picks. We're in hurry up.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with. I get first pick.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Wow, I'm trying to look at the. Well, I gotta go with Slim Jim because when you're looking at this list of drivers, which is very good, but short track, Slim Jim. I mean, what else can you say?
Slim Jim, that's a strong choice. I'm going to go with the Co-Goat. I see Rick Johnson in the field tonight. I think tonight his luck turns around. I didn't even have enough time to make sure all the sound levels are working, and yes, they are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy here too, it looks like.
Yeah, an unusual hurry-up start there, folks. Must have been a real quick driver's meeting for Ryan Johnson. Oh, that's right. Ryan's out go-kart racing. Oh no, he's here tonight. Okay. That's gonna be next week. So Slim Jim
Guys
has...
doing good here. Getting single file doesn't look, passing's going to be interesting here. He's a good place to go, and then everywhere else looks kind of dangerous, If they can get that outside line going after the tires start to get tired.
Alright, I forgot to change the event information. So I'll change that presently.
Highwayman Jim Christopherson staying right up. We got a car that started on pit road. I saw, and that would be, man, I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. The yellow car, I didn't have his paint.
Yeah, Matt Ace.
The 50 of Dave Mccourtson.
Oh, yeah.
Is he related to Derby Dog?
Yeah,
McCorston?
yep, that's Derby's brother.
Hello?
It's Derby's brother.
Oh, no kidding. Welcome. Well, he's meeting the wall there a little bit, trying to get out the way. Definitely, Derby. Was he the 5-time winner of the off-season race, All-Star Shootout?
Oh yeah, Derby's got a bunch of those.
Admin. Cool to see Dave in here. Good luck, fella. Guys are doing good, getting in line. I think you're already going to see by, Dave letting people by. Going to have the haves and have-nots, and they're going to have to try to get out the way, and leaders are going to have to pass them because Slim Jim Gately's on a roll. He's getting the going here, as they say in the South.
Well, this camera too is pretty specific here on the turn 3 entry, down with the mole camera there. Looks like the old the gopher cam, the digger cam they used to have on Fox. And they do it again going into turn 1. It's right on board here with somebody. We'll go to spectator for a minute.
Looks like the leaders are taking it outside in a little more than some of the other guys, which is might be good on tires there. Mark Pacenza is kind of a bottom feeder like me. Sometimes that'll wear you out after a while.
Yeah, there's our often in-race reporter, Chris Beckman, on the right side there.
Watch him in the corner, how he's lifting there. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to turn the sound on for this.
And my sound doesn't come over
Okay.
the Skype camera.
So what I need to do is like go car on my other screen here. Looks like we're a little rusty here.
Well, spilling a drink 5 minutes before I was about to go on, and then the hurry-up drivers meeting kind of threw me off a little bit. They're usually just hitting
we'll get it together by the end of the race anyway.
Absolutely.
Or we'll not.
Yeah, they're usually only hitting the track about 9:40. That's why I schedule it for that. And here we are. We got a 9:38 start, and clean start so far. 13 laps in. It's been perfectly clean. You can see Jim Christopherson gets a little bit of apron there off two. You can do that later as the tires wear. It looks like he had to chase the car this time, and he's loose into three.
Who we riding with here?
That's Chris Beckman. It's Chris Beckman in the 41 that we're on board with on the right side of the screen.
Okay, now I got the sound and everything. Let's do him lifting right there. Pick up the throttle. Descends all the way onto the yellow line. I don't know. He got squirrely as hell there. You want to bring it right down to that. You see the dark spot right there, right in the center, and then bring it up right towards the wall here. Picking up the throttle. Honestly, I haven't driven this track maybe never, if not for a long time. So, this ain't my first road. Either you can hear how he feathers that gas down, kind of. That definitely, because as you're decelerating here, you don't want to get loose. You want to keep those kind of revs up a little bit, and then get the car to launch to the right-hand side in the center and get that thing to turn right there, and then feather the gas coming off so you don't get oversteer or understeer. You use the gas pedal a lot around here, as you can tell.
Yep. Light braking and a lot of feathering the throttle. And as you wear the tires, you can clip that apron off of two, kind of like you saw Jim Christopherson do that one time there, to help it turn a little bit. But early in the run, it makes it loose, and you saw him chase it, hang on to it. I don't know if he made contact, but he's still hanging on the second spot.
Let's keep watching him here as a driver. Where's pit road at? Okay?
Turn 4.
Find that now. You gotta find that through your A-post. There you see, right up here is going to be pit road. Right when that line ends, you want to be getting down to it. Maybe if it was me, I'd be down on that apron earlier. Haven't seen pit stops, haven't driven here, so. And then you see the cone on his left-hand side. He's got to stay on the inside of that when they exit pit road.
You can see the sizable lead Slim's building here, starting to pull away from Jim Christopherson, who finds himself slipping back into the clutches of Mark DeSenza in the 3 car.
Okay, hey, there's Doris in there. Ken Soska, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ken, good to see you. Tom Hintz cheering for the 63, Jam and Jay Dolfer.
No,
and there's Mr.
Okay,
Dolfer in the 63 car. Looks like he is currently slotted in the... What position is he in? He's in the 13th spot there behind Jeff Hale in the Tide Ride. Caution on the Speedway. Trying to find it. I think it might have been the 50 car here. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we got our rookie here, brother of Derby Don, Mr. Dave Mccourtson, and he just gets into one there, wheel hops it, loops it around left side. into the wall. Didn't collect anybody, but that will bring out the caution flag here on lap 23. It looks like he took a tow. That wasn't necessary. He could have just kept on going. But meanwhile, we're going to have our first round of pit stops here, and we'll see if that curved pit road is a bugaboo for anyone like I predicted it might be. You see those last few stalls. Staying out, looks like we have Brad Otto and Kevin Mays.
4 tires for the Slim Jim Gately, number 23 Chevrolet. Tick, 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 tick. They're all in sequence right there. All 3 of those guys.
Matt Ace taking 2 tires.
Ahead of them. I don't know if
that was 2-tire stop for sure.
For the 19.
No question about it, Milty. That was a 2-tire stop. He came in 6th place and comes out ahead of Slim.
That's Stroker Ace. Trying to get a little track position here, bro. Why not?
Jim Ray checking in. Yeah, that's right, Jim. That's Derby Don's brother. I stand corrected here on Brad Otto. Brad was not on the lead lap. He was already a lap down. That's why he stayed out that time. And shown 20th spot here should be your lucky dog and get himself back onto the lead lap here.
We got Chris Bettman, you got a copy, and Dan Jones also. Chris, how's your race going?
Yeah, not too bad. Just wanted to hop up and say hi. Got a good qualifying spot, so hopefully we can just kind of ride around and kill some of the race off before we got a race for it.
Absolutely. It's definitely one of those take care of the car, take care of the tires types of tracks. I have twice blown a right front tire here on a long run. I think it's the only track I've done that on a green flag run, other than skidding, coming into the pits or something.
So Kevin
it's tire eater.
Is now showing first place.
Yeah, he was on the lead lap and stayed out. He stayed out the second time there while the lap cars pitted. I should hope. And yes, here he comes. This time by.
Yeah,
let's get a look at that car.
One of our best friends over the years, admin, driver, class act. There's nobody in the world that I could think of that would ever say anything bad about that guy. That's for sure.
Got some blinks out of the 99 of Pops Margison. Looks like he's dropping low, waiting for that to settle out. Hopefully his connection stabilizes.
You know, it's been a while because Pops has just been chilling now, but man, he's been through. Last year he went through some serious health issues. The last few years, eyes, heart. He's just getting along and still competitive after all these years, like 18 years, you know, and just a great thing.
Absolutely. And the lights are off again on the FSB pace car. Again, you got Matt Ace in that generic 19 car. Not sure why we haven't got any paint uploaded yet, but he is in the lead with those 2 tires. And we'll see how long that lasts. I don't know if that gained him enough track position to justify 2 tires.
Well, we wanted to see what's going to be like the pass. Now we're going to have the freshies behind them. Super fast. And Matt on those 2 freshies.
Oh, it is. Slideways off 4.
Track position, TV time, why not?
Yeah, but he's got no sponsor to get that TV time. Come on, Matt, let's get that mellow yellow car uploaded. I know someone did one for you, and it looks like Slim's looking under him for turn 3.
He's like, Matt, I love Slim's voice.
Whoa!
That goes into the wall there.
And heavy damage to the right side of that 19 car. So, yeah. There's with that 2 tires have got him almost back to where he was in the first place, and now with the right side banged in on that 19 car.
Well, still a great save. I mean, you see he's got skills, and he's just answering to get up there and You know, what he needed was a caution, and it just seemed like
And he's
his
got
entry-
one.
And he got one. Now he's going to have a little bit of damage there, but that was really a good save, and that was, I think he got him some track position there. We'll see.
And he went in the pits 6th, and he's listed 6th now.
Okay, so, 0 for 0 then. What do you do now? Just a few laps, you stay up.
Yep, and he's still going to be out there on those lefts.
With a little bit of damage, so that's... well, now he's going to pit. He's going to... I think that's smart. Let's go ahead and get 4 now and go to the back and get the damage fixed. We got some TV time and got to say hi to Mom, and...
Well, here was the source of the caution. In fact, I had to double check because I thought I was behind on the replay.
Man.
It's the 50 again. And so, yeah, Derby's brother there. Dave Mccourtson not having an easy night of it.
His stall there. He missed his stall a little bit. Still relatively new, right? But has run well. Haven't looked at his record in other series, but
So that'll be 2 for the 50 car. Short night for Dave Mccourtson. Just both times there, just got in there, wheel hopped it into 1, and around she went.
well, speaking of Canadians, we got one in here, Dan Jones. Mccourtson's definitely from Canada, and man, you don't mess with Canadians, man. Very nice people. I don't know. You don't want to piss them off, As kids, we were like playing in the sandbox and stuff. They were eating around, punching each other.
Because we have health care.
Exactly. They can afford it.
Yeah, a few stitches here and there. Made you a kid. You didn't have to pay for it.
Absolutely.
So how you liking the track
Matt
tonight there,
Stewart
Dan? I
couldn't
see you're
make
down
it
to
tonight,
16th.
but, he's hitting the bars, and he's watching the broadcast too. Go Synergy Motorsports. Thanks for checking in, Matt.
What was that, Shawn?
Saying, how's the car treating you? I see you're down to 16th now.
Yes, I just pitted, took 4 freshies, figured I'll take every opportunity to get new tires.
Okay. You gave up a lot of track position to do that.
Yeah, I know. That was dumb. I thought of that after the fact.
Yeah, because you got your leaders still out there. There's not a huge time fall off on the tires, as I recall, but you got to be real careful about that tire wear. So those few laps could just, could keep you on the track long enough for someone to blow a tire or something. You never know if we can get a long run.
Yeah, but I should stay up there. I was running good. It's a great setup.
It is a great setup indeed that Slim put together for us here. And we have 167 more laps of it to run here. As we're about to go green here on lap 34. Lights off on the FSB pace car. Slim Jim Gately back in the lead. The Highwayman Jim Christopherson, Mark DeRocket DeSenza, and we got Chris Butterman Beckman in 4th.
I like butter.
Rick Dent Johnson. And everybody's got a nickname up here.
I stepped away for a minute there. Missed something. And we go green.
I don't think Butterman suits him, and being Chris Beckman, because he's pretty smooth.
Oh, yeah. Land of the legs.
And he got the butter car.
The butter man. Butter. Oh.
Okay, Homer.
Good battles throughout the pack here. Oh, and there's contact with the 29, and the caution is out, and the 101 car. We're going to have to see there I just caught the end of that. It looked like the 29 got into the 101, but I don't know if he was checking up. I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
See, Jeff Havoc is trying to get going here before the field runs into him. He can go back around, though. No, you haven't taken the caution yet, Jeff. Go, go, go. There we go. So, Jeff Havoc gets to go back around in the 101 here.
Oh boy, yeah, I
Jeff
don't know.
Hale,
The
how's he
29
doing?
did not expect the 101 to slow down that much, I guess, but
Yeah, that was right behind Dan
he
Jones
plowed
here,
him
our
like
pit
some
reporter.
crops in Iowa.
And yeah, that was, yeah, Jeff got a little help from Jeff
heaven?
there.
No, it's Iowa.
It turned into a field of nightmares there as the 29 has retired on the spot after that contact there with Jeff Havoc in the 101. And here we
it's
have the
hard
leaders
to
back on
tell
pit
with
road.
unless to see what the speed was of the 101 here. Let's look again, and I don't know, man. It just looked like 29 missed combination of errors there.
Well, now
Tough luck
the
for the 101. He's run so well, and put the time in over the last, every year he's more and more competitive. But this is tough stuff here. As the leaders come back in for, got to go with 4 here.
yeah, but now Dan, who topped off on that last stop, has it cycle back to his favor. See, he's up here.
P2.
About ready to assume P2 there with
P1
Steve
took
Weber.
2 tires. That's the reason he's out there front.
Yeah, and you got some cars behind you that it will not be so easy for those 4 tire guys to get by.
It'll take a few laps for sure.
We got the
We've seen
50
passings
still on track.
definitely, doable. Mano a mano, we'll have to see. I'm sure it'll start to happen as it gets closer. Right now, these guys they're smart. They don't need to take chances.
Yeah, looking to get settled in for a nice green flag run here, which this track is known for. Just got to get spread out, get used to everybody's different entries and lifting points here.
I don't know if you guys were with timing and scoring there, but it looks like the 23 and the 40 are going to have to serve a penalty here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no kidding.
Let's see what we got here. End of longest.
They forgot about the pace car.
Oh, no. They passed the pace car going into the pits, didn't they?
I'm thinking so. Yeah, I think I'm reading that in the post here.
Or did they pit the first
Stop
lap
and go.
instead of going around one more?
No, that would just be an end of longest line. This
They
is going
gotta
to be...
stop and go.
This is brutal. This is one of the most brutal penalties in the game.
Okay, they're talking over the radio to the spotters, and Slim Jim Gady was just saying, yeah, I think it's a stop and go.
It is, and they hold. It's a stop and hold.
So whatever the judge thinks, Mr. NASCAR,
Yeah,
you're
we are
Jim.
not in control of Mr. NASCAR, that's for sure. Well, Matt Ace, a little bit of stroker ace there with a little. My side of his car don't look bad, so. And that was a great save, and now he's up to P3 here with our homeboy here, Dan Jones. That's what makes Friday nights at FSB with these big fields and these challenging tracks.
And there we have the 23 and the,
Exciting.
23 and 40. 23 got loose, may have sped coming in there as he comes in to serve that penalty. Just torture going down pit road. Well, everybody's back up to speed, and then they're going to hold him for probably at least a lap. I think he's going to come out of this 2 or 3 laps or more down.
Yet they go green. And, you know, on these small tracks like this, that's just a killer to get back. Don't
That
got
was
the
a
lucky
brief
dog
hold.
here, but
That was a brief hold. They were lucky there. Looks like they're just going to
here
lose that
comes
one lap.
Slim Jim out. So,
Oh, and the 52 is
goes
around. No caution so far.
Getting me cars on the apron. Here we got chaos. The 9 almost
Dogs and
loses
cats
it.
living together.
Oh, and the 50 hard into the wall again. I
Well,
don't
so
know,
that's
he might have
3
to
incidents.
He might have to park it there. He might have should have parked it already.
I believe you are correct.
We don't make those decisions, but we do know the rules as drivers. What we would be thinking if it was us.
Well, here we have what happened to Dent Puller, as I was corrected by Jim Ray. My pick, the 52 Rick Johnson, looks like the 31 just got a little loose in front of him, a little contact, and around goes Rick. No contact, no caution. It's going to cost him some track position,
Just
but I
spun
think
the
he'll be
tires
okay.
there, getting on it. Well, he's Dent Puller because he's an auto body man, you know.
And a drummer.
Auto body man that works on some badass stuff there. Yeah, you know, he just didn't think he was going to get to the 101 and had to get out of it. And
That was a 31.
Right there gets you loose and you spin. Could be no damage for the 52, though, I don't think.
Yeah, similar red, white, and blue paint schemes. That was actually the 31 he was behind there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
how.
keep going. And the 101 almost. Wow, that was a great save. He was up there in the marbles.
Yeah, here's your 101 of Jeff Habek, the Coast Guard machine.
And he was up in the marbles there, very close to disaster, but great save. No contact, no harm, no foul, no blood.
And his teammate,
Field
Brad
is spread
Otto,
out, but
in the
then you got
31
a
car.
battle here for 8th through 6th here, and a lapper, Slim Jim Gately. You know, he's not very happy, and he is that 18th place car. He's driving it like he stole it. No, yeah, he's 17th, and Christopherson too. They're both wringing the neck out of those things now, taking chances. Might as well. Gotta go.
I'm going to take you guys back here and show you what we're talking about with that penalty with Slim Jim and how that happens. Just backing it up, backing it up.
Butter Boy, meanwhile, here looks pretty strong. Butterman, Butter, Land of Lakes.
So here we go, off the back bumper of Slim as they come onto the pits. Let me back it up, back it up. Yeah, they were waiting for the pace car to catch the field. It looks like both Slim and... I'm just backing it up still here. Okay, so the leader's coming around here on the back stretch. This is in the back bumper of Slim Jim Gately. You see that pace car back behind him. Lights on, coming up on the apron and trying to pass the field. Gets by the 3 of Mark DeSenza. But the 40 and the 23, they just, they weren't looking. And pace cars behind them when they cross right there, that pit in line. And that is the penalty right there, passing the pace car. Once you cross that pit line ahead of the pace car, that's what I call the death penalty in this game. That's they pull it, bring you in, and they hold you, and it costs you at least a lap, if not more.
Oh, meanwhile, we need to get back on this lead here. Steve Weber and the 3 are going at it. Weber, the former champion, has earned the lead, and they're all over him.
Yeah, Mark DeSenza wants the lead of this
there was
race.
almost contact like twice, and Slim Jim wants a lap back here.
Slim wants his lap the old-fashioned way.
Too wide, no. Too wide.
Well, not only does Slim want the lap the old-fashioned way, but Christopherson and him are
And
both
here
racing.
comes,
Are both
the Highwaymen. They're both
racing for the lucky dog.
They're both ultimately driving for that lucky dog, and they can get a lap old school too.
Exactly.
They're the fastest cars out here, and they want to show that. Weber's starting to. He's been. Oh, and he gets contact with the
Oh,
3, and the
no.
23 misses him. He goes all the way down and saves it, and so does the 40. Who will get the? That's going to be a caution.
That's a
Who's
caution.
going to get the lucky dog?
I believe that went to Slim. I don't think he was past the 3 before the start finish, but we'll see here.
Man, that's a tough job for the admin to do that and drive at the same time. We're going to have to bring that back. I'm going to do that right now because I want to see.
Yeah, the game does the scoring itself, but yeah, it looks like.
Oh, it does? Okay.
So Slim is lined up behind the 3 now. Otherwise, he would have gone around. So he's going to be your lucky dog.
Okay, 3's going to pit, and pits are open, but 23 does not. 007 does.
23 wouldn't because he's still a lap down.
Oh, my bad. Okay, that's why.
That's because.
So the 3 can pit because he got his lap back.
The 3 was on. 3's the leader. 3 is the leader.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the 41. Shit, where's
40.
he at?
40 is right behind
Or
Slim.
the 40. And I'm getting
so-
too excited here.
So Jim Christopherson will still be
I'm
a
not
lap
that
down.
drunk yet. I'm working
Jim
on it.
Christopherson will still be a lap down. Slim will be your lucky dog.
Okay,
and
so
here's-
Slim got the lucky dog.
and
They
here's
both
what
had
brought
the
our
same
caution
outcome.
out.
Yeah, I get it.
It looks like
I'm a driver, not a magician.
Mark was coming off the corner. It looks like the 83 just got bound up a little bit. And there's the race back for the old-fashioned lap back, and you can see Mark DeSenza is pretty far ahead of Slim there. And now, let's see if this collected anybody else. As 83 kept spinning. Yeah, he got backed in hard. Back into that car not looking good, but nobody else collected in it. And so,
What happened there?
there was a little contact there racing for the lead. And 83 got the short end of it.
And the 23 didn't get the old school lap back, but he got the lucky dog.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, your leader is still Mark DeSenza, and he's got to consider himself racing the rest of the night with an incident on his plate. I would think. Couldn't tell if maybe Webb got loose there, but should probably play it safe and consider it as his own. Again, we don't make the official call here. And then that puts Dan Jones in second and Chris Beckman
Those are the
in
worst
third.
ones right there. When you're following somebody and then they get loose and you hit them, you got to count that.
Well, yeah, if you're not sure that they were loose, if it was clear that they were dead sideways, then yeah, it's not yours. But when it's iffy, it's tough.
I know it's tough.
Or you can take a chance and let the admins take a look at it and make the determination, which is
And then you lose a race.
Yeah.
that's the great thing about FSB. Still, after all these years, the Jim Ray implemented self-regulating punishment system is why you see such great racing and still. They're all great guys. You can't be a butthead and be in this league.
Let's take a listen here to Steve Weber's. Let's take a listen here to Steve Weber's car and watch the car body language through the corner and see if he might have actually gotten loose.
And the thing is, as driver too, you're in the moment, so you're not getting to look at this over and over again like we are.
Yeah, exactly. I think Webb actually was loose there. And he put the throttle down, and the car didn't hook off the corner, and that's why Mark caught him so quick. But Mark can't really tell that in real time from his seat.
What I saw with car language was the last 2 laps before that was the 83 was his entry was higher, and his center corner was higher, and his exit. He was getting looser and looser, and not being able to keep the car down there.
Now, meanwhile, we're back
I'm
to
going
green
to try
here
to wait
with
for him to not do that. Which, by the way, we're still green. I thought we
we're
would
back
have
to
a
green.
caution for sure.
Back to green.
Oh, we're back to green. All right.
Yeah, we just went back and looked at so many things there that we lost the start. But Mark the Rocket DeSenza will resume the lead here in front of our two in-race reporters, Dan Jones and Chris Beckman, the 007 and the 41 respectively.
Well, any way you look at it, if I'm the 3, and I know this guy for a long time, for probably about 14, 16 years, I don't know, I raced with him in other leagues. I know what a stand-up guy is, and he was definitely thinking about that, but when I look at the evidence there, I'm thinking and he's a smart guy, he's thinking, it wasn't nothing major, so I can, like I made a huge mistake and plowed him. Dude just got a little bit loose, so my mind's going to be free here, but I still got to count an incident, so. But that doesn't mean you can't drive, you don't want to be sitting there thinking about what happened. It's already happened.
And meanwhile, Slim Jim Gately already up to 12th here after taking that lucky dog.
Oh. Well, I got an order from DoorDash about an hour and a half ago. They just texted me and said my order was dropped off.
That's good to know.
Nice.
And you
Well,
see
some
Slim
other
Jim there on
cars
the
that
right.
haven't been in this mix here, but the 9 cars hanging around in 4th.
Yeah, Ken Hansen, the Coors beer can there, sitting P4, putting some distance there on the 124 of Rick Castle
Let's see,
and the
hopefully we
19
don't
of
hear
Matt
this.
Ace.
We don't want to hear a crushed can there.
115 of Dave Ellens in
Did you
7th
hear
place.
that, actually?
I did,
Crushed
actually.
it? All
Yep,
right.
I heard it.
I got another one, but hopefully we won't be crushing it because there's a couple beer cars, I think, in here.
10th place, Rick Johnson recovering from that spin. He needed that caution. But up front, it's the Jeans
Rick's
Machine.
a cookie cutter master and a super speedway master, but definitely on a track like this, it's kind of mid, in between a little bit, and maybe a little bit like Darlington,
He's
which he's very good at.
He's very good at Darlington, very good at Dover, and those are 2 tire management tracks.
Pop's having some connection issues here.
Yeah, he was
really
unstable
sucks.
at the start of the race.
That has not been his. That hasn't really happened to him very much. But he's not looking good right now on his connection, which is part of sim racing. And he's trying to run the 101 there, and that's getting a little iffy there. Like it's not really stabilizing there, so.
Now, he's had many connection issues over the years, and it looks like it's biting him again tonight.
Weber with severe damage now. What could have been there, I don't know. He was really pushing it, trying to stay out in front of those guys. And now he's going to have to try to salvage a good finish here because he all beat up. 12 for Tom Jackson here. This is a really good run for the 87 team. Just a couple years in, found this league through watching the broadcast.
And there he is, 87. Looking good out there, Tom.
And he's found something he likes right here. And this is a solid run here in P12. Thank you, Doris. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we missed Milty last week. I had my hands full driving that car. It was like pushing a rope or putting toothpaste back in the tube, but it got it going at the end there. Gave it a run. Had a battle with Rick Castle at the end. Couldn't quite stick the pass on him. Otherwise, I was trying to get back to the top 5. But
Lim
yeah, he
Jim
got Milty
and
back.
Christopherson still running together, even though Christopherson's a lap down.
Yeah, Christopherson's the only car 1 lap down. Oh no, maybe I should take that back. Brad Otto has cycled back to the Lucky Dog spot, the 31 car. So Christopherson's got to catch Brad and get
Man, they have
that
a
Lucky
hornet's
Dog back.
nest in front of him. But Slim still wants to run with Jim because he knows that he's fast. They both worked through the field once. They can do it again.
Doesn't really
They've
have
gotta
much
get
choice
through
right
this
now.
group of Gaggle here in the top 10. You're side by side. Matt Ace and Dave Ellens battling for P6 here. Matt Ace on the outside with some grip there, and that's what I was wondering is that outside line going to give you a launch coming out of the corner when you're side by side, or are you going to go back here?
Sometimes
I
it's
think
not
he's
so
going
much.
to go backwards.
It's not so much that it gives you the launch as it's sometimes it's hard to get the throttle down on the bottom. And Rick Johnson having no such issues here, nor Dave Ellens as they work around the 19.
Oh, side by side though with one of the co-goats there, Rick Johnson, the dent puller. Now we got a lap car 3 wide. That's going to compromise things. There's contact with the 19 and the 043 of Brian Lovell.
See, the 31, that was the
Lovell
Lucky
with the
Dogs.
win 2 weeks
Milty,
ago.
the 31 was for the Lucky Dog spot, so Jim Christopherson is back in the top lap down spot.
I'm sure Lovell spent a whole week there with personal appearances and or maybe not, because it's not real, but
Ooh,
there's still a battle behind there as Slim Jim wants to get to going with the 40 car there. You know, he's got lots of time left. Not even the halfway point yet.
and
He
again,
knows he can still win this race, and he knows who to latch on to, and that's the 40 car. You know, the thing about Slim, he's just so... He can handle any situation, good, bad, with class and focus. He does not show up to a race unless he plans on trying to win it.
92 of Kevin Mays goes down a lap, and that puts him in the Lucky Dog spot. So that's who Jim Christopherson now has to chase down and get himself back into position.
I'm just so impressed with the L43 of Brian Lovell, really starting to come into his own on different disciplines of tracks. Really starting to see some real strength out of that car. Minimizing mistakes, mid-road mistakes, and when he's got his hands full here, if I'm him, I'm thinking I'm letting these guys by here. You know they're chomping at the bit. Your teammates are probably telling you, look, man, these guys are coming.
Yeah,
Doesn't affect you position-wise, and that's exactly what he does. He moves to the outside.
well, Christopherson doesn't affect him, but Slim Jim will be for position here, as Slim is back on the lead lap after the Lucky Dog.
Well, the thing is, you know he's going to follow through. Now what you want to do is get back in front of Stroker Ace there, and that's what he does. That's good, smart racing, though. Sometimes you can't win every battle. You got to minimize the damage.
Whoa, Slim gets loose on the bottom.
Sideways. And saves it. Oh, he pushing. He pushing.
That's what I was talking about getting the throttle down on the bottom.
Oh, man. He had to stab the brakes there. Probably going to hurt those tires a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be some extra tire wear he didn't want to have. And, his connection's getting jittery, too.
Still got plenty of time here. He's right in this group. And he knows that. He's got Ryan Johnson there, which he knows this guy finds his way to the front eventually at the end of the race. That's what he did. He's Mr. Where the heck did he come from?
Jim Christopherson back into the Lucky Dog spot after passing Kevin Mays in the 92.
Oh, and he hits the wall.
Ouch, they did not want that.
It was a little love tap there. I don't know. Watching it from my it didn't scream. It didn't seem that bad, but in the car could have been a lot worse.
Jason Dolfer reporting multiple internet outages in his area. Did Jason drop out?
That's part of sim racing there, man. Some of these like long distance races, we always have somebody that goes out and it creates absolute chaos. That's why you do a 24-hour race, you gotta leave your phone on because you never know. Dude, wake up. So-and-so, Ken Soska's internet just went out. You gotta get in the car now. It's just sitting there. I'm like, I'm asleep. Rick Johnson and Dave Ellens. We haven't talked about Dave Ellens. Solid run here in P6. Trying to battle Johnson, who, he's coming up through. So as a driver, you always know when guys catch you, it's a no-brainer. They're faster than you. Let's take a look. Last lap, 24.6 for Dave Ellens. Rick Johnson, 24.6. So, I mean, they're right there.
Yeah, Rick went for that spin and didn't hit anything, didn't get a caution, lost a lot of track position, and he's charging back through the field. Meanwhile, the
Kim Wright
leader,
just checking in.
yeah,
The man's been running great, and then he had some contact, and he's been fighting back. But
well, there he is on the left side there, looking to stay on the lead lap as Mark DeSenza nips at his heels.
he was actually in the top 10, running really hard, and
currently
unfortunately
15th.
had some contact.
Currently 15th, and Mark DeSenza makes the pass to put him a lap down. But meanwhile, the 41 of Chris Beckman has caught Mark DeSenza and is looking to challenge for the lead.
Well.
How the turns have tabled.
So we go from that battle down to kind of by himself here. The 124 Rick Castle, haven't mentioned him. Solid run. That Jack Daniels honey car. Just chilling here, looking at trying to get a podium here.
Yeah, P5 looking to catch our in-race reporter there, Dan Jones. Dan's been falling back. He's got slightly older tires than some of these guys. Lost a couple positions there. Oh, looks like the 3 of your leader, Mark DeSenza, catches the wall a little bit off too.
Well, one thing we're seeing here with these great pro drivers is they're all making little mistakes. Oh, the 101 hits the wall, gathers it back up.
Dave Ellens has caught the 124 as well.
I need to turn my ringer off on my phone there. For the lead, though, Chris Beckman, Butterman. He wants to get some butter on those Wranglers, and the veteran.
Then we use some Tide.
Felt a little pressure there. When Mark gets in front, he just goes, man. He is great, and ultimate speed and saving tires at the same time. When he gets in front and gets the air on the nose, wow. See some stuff on the scanner. The 83 is pitting, and the 101 is pitting. Some of the lap down cars are starting to pit.
Now, Dan, how much farther? Oh, he just ducked out.
He just ducked out. We need to know what the fuel window is here.
Yeah,
a mile and a half is about 34 laps. This is about
a 0.8.
0.8, so we're probably looking at probably about 25 laps, and I don't know when we started.
Honestly, here you usually want to pit for tires before fuel. Anyway.
Well, Kim's working. She can't watch, but she's listening, which is still cool. It's a radio broadcast here. Dun, dun, dun. The NBC network.
And the FSP pace car is on the track.
Is out. No, my bad.
Yes.
Caution is out.
That is the last thing those guys who pitted wanted to see.
Doesn't look like none of the leaders pitted. They were getting ready to, boy. I tell you
3
what.
yellows I got.
Yeah. So both your fronts and your right rear, right?
Yep.
Dan Jones pushing the Q branch there to get that 007 car back to pit road here.
Well, we found our source of the caution here. It's the 19 and the 043 going into turn 1, and well, you be the judge there. The bottom line is the 043 goes around in the spin cycle, catches the wall with the rear end heavily, and has to wait for cars to go
Looks
by.
like a good stop for Ken Hansen there, P3.
Jason Dolfer back in the race after the
He's got
disconnect.
a
You see
long
the
way to go,
63
but he
going
got
down
into
pit
a
road
stall.
there.
Let's see how this comes out. 3 is out first. The 41 and the 9 gets the 41. Great
9
stop
car.
for the 9.
Ken,
Did he get a speeding pit road penalty? We don't know, but that was a great stop for the beer can there. We're going to crush another beer can for him.
What happened to Butter? He's back where I am.
he was challenging for the lead before that caution, and just Ken
Crush that
Hansen.
with my bare hands.
Ken Hansen just beat him out there on that 4-tire pit stop. So the Coors Beer Can crew
Jim
getting it
Daly
done.
Up to P7. We'll have to see how this cycles out, but the 23 is not done yet.
I got to start paying my pit crew better, I think.
No doubt, man. You let Ken Hansen beat you out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I thought I got rid of you when
You
Oh,
guys
lucky
might have got
dog.
a couple of the old guys that we had back in the day on your team there. You might have to young grade here a little bit.
Lucky Dog is Jim Christopherson in the 40 car, so you'll have the Highwayman back on the lead lap. And that's what he was looking for.
And I fell down from the dam, and I was buried in the concrete.
Oh boy.
You know, I hear that. I love that song, but I'm so brain dead I can't remember the words. I'm gonna have to write that down though, because that's a great song.
Well, and honestly, and Jim Christopherson's verse in it was the "I Am a Starman" verse. He wasn't the one buried in the dam. I think that was Waylon's verse.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
I thought Starman was Lovell.
Ha. Yeah, the
I love that
Starman.
song. It brings tears to my eyes every time I listen to it. Unless I'm at work, because I don't want to. Of course, I haven't been at work in forever, and I got some new teeth, and they're working pretty good. So.
Well, we got the lights out on the FSB pace car. Steve Weber, Jeff Habbick lined up to
I'm
the
going back
inside,
to work
laps
Tuesday.
down.
How about that?
The Lucky Dog, Jim Christopherson, 40. Mark Rocket Descenza still in the lead. Ken Hansen, Chris Beckman, Dan Jones, and Dave Ellens, your top 5. Dave Ellens sneaking up there into the top 5 on those pit stops. He's steadily moving forward.
Taste the mountain water. Coors Beer Can is in P2. Hey, what? And they're green. 98 of 200. So, did we learn anything? I don't know. You know, I gotta write this stuff down, man. I mean, I'm supposed to know. Oh boy, and the 3 car is looser than a. Good.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. It was looser than something that's really loose.
I almost had another one there, but that's not for. That's definitely R-rated.
Oh, and the caution is
And
back
the
out,
caution is out.
and he's gonna let the 83 get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
Good track awareness by all those guys, knowing what's going on at the moment, and letting dude get his lap back, and not running into each other. These guys are pros, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're wondering. This guy, let's see. I'm on the bottom, so you're on top, right? So you're not to the left of me. Like when we're on the screen, I'm on the bottom, right? So you're on the top.
Yeah,
So
I'm on the
instead of
bottom.
being to the left of
No,
me,
you're
the
on.
guy
No,
that's, well, he's the guy that's on top of me.
no. When
The
you
guy
when
can drive too. You know?
No, when we're both on, I'm on the bottom part there, Milty. You got it backwards, but that's okay.
Okay, well then the guys below me.
Here, I'll put it up.
I'm
There
not
we
trying
go.
to come up with any,
There we go.
weird
See?
stuff there. It's just
There's me.
if we were
There's
sitting
Milty.
side by side, then
There's Milty's trophies. Mine are back here. But as far as the source of this caution,
I love this one right here, that mug right there.
nice. As far as the source of this caution, it looks like this connection was of Pops Margson, or the cause of it. So he blinked out right in front of Jim Christopherson. Nothing Jim could do. And sends the 99 around, who was blinking all the way.
Well, good time for me to get a beer just at the halfway point.
Yep, just past halfway. We got another caution here for a little technical glitch. There with Pops Margison's connection. So no changes other than Steve Weber getting his lap the old-fashioned way, and we'll see Lucky Dog's going to go to Kevin Mays in the 92. So we get two cars getting their laps back out of that, which is a nice side effect. That'll put nobody one lap down. Jeff Habek two laps down. After this restart will be the first car a lap down. Yeah, he really got hung out by that last caution before this, because he was one of the cars that pitted. He had just gone a lap down, so he decided to hit pit road. That's a valid strategy. It gets you back out on the track on new tires before the leaders, and hopefully cycles you back out to the lead lap, but it did not play out in his favor. That's a strategy I've used before and been fortunate enough to have it work out, but I've also been bitten by it. So Dan, about what was the run you had there? How far can you go, and do you need tires before you need fuel?
Yes,
You do need tires before fuel, okay?
I think so. I was thinking of doing a pit. I'm glad I didn't, because the caution came out last time.
And you go 25 laps.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Okay, then that puts you in, that gives you multiple options. They're just at 103 right now.
But you want to pay
If it
attention to
stays-
these leaders
stays
too, right?
green, you know?
Yeah, short pitting is a high risk reward strategy here, because that caution flag, as you see, Jeff Havoc got caught 2 laps down by pitting under green, and then the caution coming out. But the lights are back off on the pace car. Grad Auto lines up to the inside. See how many laps down. He's listed 3 laps
pitting's
down.
way better on big tracks because
Jason Dulfer, 59 laps down
lose
after that
much
disconnect.
time. Nine real frisky today, and so is our in-race reporter in the W7.
Meanwhile, where is he?
41
Hey,
lost
Slim.
a few spots there and has led some of this, but he's still trying to deal with the 31 that's kind of on his inside there, and he gets by him.
Meanwhile, here comes both our picks on the right side of your screen. Some Jim Gately and Rick Johnson. Both these guys facing adversity early in the race, and both of them now saying, hey, remember us? They are on the move.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Slim contemplated splitting those guys 3 wide, but
Even
Jam and Jay's gonna
Morrison
let
in
him
the
go.
house there, or Stefan, you can tell me which, so I pronounce it right. Watching the 9 car, the beer can. Almost got another one to crush here for him. It's not a Coors though, it's a Budweiser, sorry.
well, we're back to green, and we got Milty back, so I'm going to take a little break myself, and I will be right back.
Jason Dulfer's still running, but down quite a ways with internet issues that has marred his race all race. He looks good right now. Rick Castle would really like to get by him right now as this train goes, along with Christopherson in ninth there. And the 9 car is challenging the 3. He's definitely got a hot rod tonight. Meanwhile, the 52 and the 23 are coming. Dave Ellis has been in that top 5 or 6. He's not ready to give that up yet. You know, it's when you come from the back, it's easier in the back. It gets harder the closer you get to the front. The law of averages. Oh, show. Slim Jim up to P5 from P last. P a lap down. Battling with that Slim Jim. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim. I ain't done yet. Ugh. Meanwhile, Chris Beckman has caught up to the 9 and the 007, while the 3 is getting about 4 car length lead there. So the 9 has definitely gone back, and the 007 has passed for position.
Meanwhile,
That's a good hot rod here.
Meanwhile, cue the Jaws theme for the 23. Slim Jim Gately, that man is on a mission.
I'll never wear a life jacket again.
Whoa, woo, hanging on to it there.
Better
Mark
get a bigger
DeSenza.
boat.
Mark DeSenza nearly loses it in 1 and 2.
The 3 cars showed some weakness, and the 7 is on one tonight. Come and get it, Dan.
Dan Jones is going to lead that lap.
Oh, the 3 all the way down on the apron. And he's back ahead. The 007 falters. Now we're 3 wide almost in the corner. Still got like 67 laps yet, bro. These guys ain't messing around. They don't care. They're fighting. Gotta go. 3 back in front. I don't know if the 007 got a little tight right there and had to back out. Looked like it. Thing is, sometimes, you play, you put all your chips in one run and one lap. Sometimes it can bite you.
Well, he had to go in low because he wasn't clear of him before the turn, and that didn't, in fact, tighten him up.
The 9 car is definitely hurt tire-wise. That battle there when we first went green, where he was trying to, and almost got the lead, I think that really hurt his tires. Whoa, the 150
No, he did get the
Dave
lead.
Owens, and the crossover by the 52. Great driving by both of those guys not to die, and now the 115 is going backwards like a turn of hurdles right now. Back, they're all choo-choo. And the 59, where did he come from? He wants a piece of that. Wants a piece of Dave Ellens. Yeah, Chevrolet. That's how quickly it can happen. You can also just miss a few turns and have to get your rhythm back. You know, I'm not driving, so I'm not looking at what their tire temps are. They can see that. But, you know, if you got time to look at that stuff while you're driving, you're better than I am. But you can feel it. Sometimes you want to back off a little bit and save that. But when we're looking at this top 3, the 23 from a lap down,
And battling
there's
back
no
from that
better
penalty.
than him at managing an average lap time and tire wear utilization. There's just nobody, and the 3 is right there too. But he's got to be thinking they're in their Chief channel talking. Hey, bro, I'm here. I'm working that 007, and I'm coming for you. The 9 car really seems to be tight now.
The 007 is going to let 23 and 41 go by on the low side here, looks like.
See, you're looking at this pace, and you're also looking at track and change a little bit. And in your mind, for some reason, a lot of times these end runs are the ones where you might be fast those first couple runs, but these end runs, and like Shawn was saying, that the stuff tends to go green longer towards the end of the race. That's when things start to can unravel for you, and you're like, "What? I'm doing the same thing I did before, but you're actually not. You're turning that wheel a little too far. You're driving in a little too hard, pushing a little too hard. The physics don't lie. You may think you're doing what you're doing, but the sim knows, and it punishes you for that. Mccourtson's a great champion, great racer, all these years. Back in the day, he was kind of like me. We were faster than everybody else, and we would just go balls out the whole time because it was an evolution of things to come. Now, in today's FSB, you got to go fast and save tires, or you'll get smoked. And he's done that. He's evolved like that throughout the years. I would say a conservative estimate of how long I've known him is probably 16 years, as he lets the 23 go by. And the
There you
41
go.
looking.
New leader, 23. Slim Jim Gately from a lap down from penalty,
You've seen the smart
back to
racing,
the lead.
I'm sorry. And you've seen the 9 do the same thing. Instead of, trying to kill themselves and stay in front, they realized, now, so you're in the lead, how far can you push until your tires get tired? Right now, Slim Jim Gately from the front to the rear to the front. How about that, Doris? Never give up, never give in. A smooth line right there. You just see that precision of, look at the black stuff. As he goes in, he hooks that left tire right down to the bottom. Couple feet off, all the way out, and then right up. He gets the car wound down enough to where the exits are great, and his smoothness is. I've raced against this guy, and I've trained again with him, with his tutelage in my car, talking to me. Philip was never as good. Now 41 here. What's he got to do? What he's got to do is kind of save his stuff a little bit. 3 car still seems to be getting tighter and tighter and coming off the exits. The 41, Beckman seems to be disciplined and staying down on the bottom there. Your intuition is to make yourself go harder. I gotta catch this guy. That doesn't work in a pro league like this. 3 car about 2 feet wider on the exit on the corners, and he's turning that wheel, looking him way out there. That thing is coming out from under him like it happened to the 9 here. Christopherson patiently working it out. He didn't get that first lucky dog. He still had to be patient. Then he got it. Now he's up to P5 here, and he's a faster car than these guys in front of him. But we know what this guy is going to do. He's going to work them and eventually get them, you know. Sure looks like it. Rick Johnson just 24.8. That's a second off his fast lap. These guys are getting tired on their tires. You see his exit is also wider than Slim's. Just as a fan, you can sit there and look at where these guys go through the corner and exit. Dan Jones in car during the race. What you got, Dan? Car getting tired as hell, huh?
Oh yeah, I used up my stuff too early.
Well, we're
Well,
seeing
you
that
smelled
all the
blood
way
there
through
when
with these guys.
Mark had his issue and pounced on the lead, so at least he got the lap led. That's going to help in the points.
Well, and you're not the only one. Complete redo of the front of this race here.
In fact, Dan Jones down pit road now.
Okay, and that's past where he needs to be. So he's in the window easily.
65 laps. Yeah, if you're going to split it into 2 stops, okay.
Yep. Can't make it to one, so.
No.
And, caution could happen. Like you said, this thing is looking green. Pop's still a factor there with that connection, though. Very bad. That's very irritating well, I wouldn't say irritating, but it's very hard for the other drivers. They understand. I went through that where I had to park it for about 6 months until I figured out I had everything changed. Wires under my house, modems, re-upped and got more power on my internet. It still blinked every now and then. Turned out it was a stupid sound setting. I had too high in the game, which taxed the computer too much.
Meanwhile,
Simple fix, done.
Meanwhile, Ryan Johnson, your series admin and points leader, makes a move there around the 124 Rick Castle, who had already surrendered a position to Dave Ellens. That should move Ryan up into the 8th spot, Dave Ellens 7th.
Yeah, solid run for Castle here still. What more would you ask from this dude except what he does, and he's always right there. Who's going to pit next year? These guys are waiting. They don't want to get caught up in the caution.
There's going to be no cautions here.
That's what Dan's, banking on here. Like I said before, it's a high risk, high reward strategy.
Exactly, and
in fact, I almost got Slim here on it. I was 1 lap away in a truck
they've
race.
got to be close to having the pit, though.
1 lap away from getting Slim on the short pits here in a truck race once, and it was 1 lap that I got held up by a lap truck who just didn't let me go. And so Slim can keep those tires up for a good long while here.
Yeah, when I pitted, I had 19 laps, or 17, somewhere in there.
124 of Rick Castle is pitting.
He missed it.
By the way, earlier I was talking about pit strategy. I had it backwards there. My math was actually backwards. Does that surprise you?
No. Yeah, you were looking more like 30 than 25, but
92 into the wall there, Rick Mays. Kevin Mays, excuse me. But he's hanging.
Well, the Butterman is trying to Track down Slim Jim here.
Pops Margson,
P2 for the 41 car.
is blinking so bad.
Yeah, how do I get him out of my way now?
And I don't know if nobody's private messaged him or. And
It's been mentioned, but
3 times.
yeah.
3 times.
Oh, someone spun. Or maybe it was just someone locking it up to get to pit road. Ooh, that is scary.
Well, it's scary for these guys that are staying out. Slim Jim Gately, last lap 25.094. That's 2 seconds off his fast lap. So tire degradation is there. You're looking at about 64 laps left here. Or 54, excuse me. Still gonna have to stop one more time, or are they gonna try to push it all the way? They went back green like what, 104 or 105? So they're at about 42 laps right now. I don't think they can make it. 41 is pitting, so P2 is pitting. They're gonna follow here. Slim stays out one more time. Chris Beckman down pit road. The 3 is pitting, the 52 is pitting. That one more lap for Slim, I don't know. As fast as he is, I don't think he's worried about it.
We'll follow the Chris Beckman pit stop here.
Nothing on the scanner for the 23.
But meanwhile, Dan Jones turned laps about 7/10 faster than the leader on those fresh tires versus the leader's very old tires.
Here we go. The Slim Jim Gately. The highwayman is pitting. Christopherson. Comes Slim Jim Gately down pit road, downshift. Hard left hand into pit road. That looked very good. He was at 46 a little bit there, though, folks.
Ooh, that's gonna be
That's
close.
unofficial, but 45 is your. I seen him at 46. You got to average 45 through each timing zone. Into his stall. Other than that, perfect. And the 40 right behind him.
Ken Hansen shown as your leader last lap. I think when this gets all said and done, Dan Jones is going to cycle to the lead.
Great stop for the 23. If he doesn't get a penalty, it'll look good for him.
You see, there goes Dan Jones
There
right
goes
by the
Dan
23.
Jones. Dun, dun, dun.
Has Ken Hansen hit pit road yet?
But if this stays green,
Ken Hansen on pit road.
you know what? It's not over yet. But I think these guys are going to have meats on them. They're going to gobble them up right now.
And there you have it, Ken Hansen leaving pit road from
But
the
he
lead.
can short pit again. Oh, and he hits the wall.
Well, just a little scuff. That shouldn't hurt him too bad.
Little scuff and rough.
But here you go. There's the pitting those couple laps earlier for Chris
That Johnny
Beckman.
Cash song,
That
Shoe Shine Boy. Shoe Shine. That's a great song.
okay.
That was a little rag and snip. Just a little scuff there.
So we'll see how much time that actually ended up costing Ken Hansen. Ken's a lap down after staying out to the bitter end on those tires. He pitted from the lead and now he's a lap down.
Yeah, that's not going to work for you. At 52, solid with up in the P5 now, starting to challenge a little bit. He was falling back. Let's see what he can do with freshies here and a new definitely going to gobble up the 007 as that thing is good, as tight as trying to get in line at Walmart.
Yeah, Dan's just gonna give it up. No fight there. He knows his tires are older. He knows what strategy he's on. He knows how he wants this to play out. So that's
Gotta
just
get
fine.
in and get behind these guys and then try to, he's gonna need to make that pit stop and then they're gonna stay out. He's gonna need a caution after he makes this stop. That's what you're gonna need.
Well, no, he doesn't want that immediately after his stop because that's going to trap him 2 laps down.
That's right. He needs to them cycle through first. My
Yeah,
bad.
he needs this to either cycle or to have the caution before he pits.
Caution now. Wouldn't be too
Caution
bad.
now wouldn't hurt him too bad at all, no.
Got an angry group here. 52-3 and the 40 and the 3 car is just not.
It looks
I
like
don't know.
this.
We'll see here. He might be thinking a little bit of strategy here, and he's a wily guy, dude. So far be it for me to know, and I definitely ain't that fast anyway. So he might be trying to just fall in here and save some time and fuel and tires.
It looks like the
Instead of
scoring
running-
and timing actually lagged there on me when I was talking about Kristofferson and Hansen. They're both still on the lead lap, still within 10 seconds of the leader. In fact, Kristofferson's right there, nipping on the heels of the 52 for 4th spot, or 3rd spot rather. So just a little lag in the timing and scoring ticker there when I was looking at the pit stop
Ran auto
cycle.
pitting and U.S. Marine car. He who feel dizzy, he who feel faint, well, pit then.
So Jim Kristofferson has also fully recovered from that debacle, getting the passing under yellow penalty, having to come in, serve a stop and go. Stop
Were you
and hold,
eating
really.
a jelly donut in the race car? Did you know that jelly donuts are not allowed in the race car?
That would get rather messy and sticky, I would think. Do you want ants in your
Meanwhile,
race
Slim
car?
Jim
That's how you get
Gately,
ants.
Meanwhile, it's like a Batman show back in the day, you know. Meanwhile, and then there's Slim just. Obviously, if you've been watching, which 16 people are watching live, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for
And
tuning in,
we'll probably
guys.
get about 130 views overall, which we really appreciate. That's about average when it's all said and done. You know, all the drivers are going to have to watch it, and you
Yeah,
know,
of
they're
course.
going to tell their friends and family. If you've been watching, I may not be a smart man, but that's the best car out here right now. 23.
Yep.
Now, that don't mean you're going to win the race, but right now that car is, he is, you know, he got the lucky dog, and then he worked his way through the field, a very talented field, a big field. It wasn't like going through a few cars. He's just swinging.
And he's just taking care of those tires. You can hear him long time out of the throttle, easing back into it.
24.040 last lap for him. 24.042. Only you know, a thousandth of a second difference for Kristofferson.
Kristofferson slips into P2 there, getting around Chris Beckman. So the 40 and the 23 are now 1 and 2 after both being penalized together. And as Doris Gately says, "That's my son. That's right. That's your Slim. He
Daggone right.
never gives up. If anybody can recover from that, and it was fortunate that it happened as early in the race as it did, and they were able to work their way back."
the 52 Husqvarna team, they've done everything right today as far as pit stops. That car has just not been good on a long run. He made great strides on those stops and was in good position. He just does not have the pace right now for that multiple world champion, badass, probably one of the best I've ever seen drivers. That car is just not responding for him today.
But meanwhile, the professor, Slim Jim Gately, putting on a clinic tonight. Does Christopherson have anything for him?
The beer can still in sixth. Just really, I think that pace, he was, driving in like he stole it. And he's kept that car clean. But like we've seen with these great drivers, really, getting through this whole race. This is a long race here, and they're definitely, losing pace over time with these green flag runs. So they got to stop one more time. Or do they?
I believe everybody has to stop. And those that are going to, if anyone's going to try and go the whole way, they're going to have to do a lot of saving on those tires. So Dan Jones, you see him here just ahead of your leader. So there they are in the same half of the straightaway. Slim Jim making the pass on Tom Jackson to put him lap down. Another lap down for the 87.
That's a great run for Tom.
2 laps down in the 13th spot for Tom Jackson. Still fairly new to this. Found us through watching, and he's having a great run here at a tough track. The seat time from a race like this is very valuable when you're establishing yourself as a sim racer. So great job, Tom. But you can see there, as I was saying, Slim is almost caught Dan Jones to lap him again. But Dan is going to pit one more time. I don't know if Slim is going to try to go to the end or if he's going to have just one short pit to finish it. We'll have to see how this plays out.
Fuel-wise, from what we heard, they could make it. Tire-wise, another story.
Yeah, tires are the key. You don't have to save fuel here. You got to save tire.
Matt Ace been up and down. Haven't seen him hit the wall since, and he got real close right there. But a solid run for Matt here. Battling, being in the lead, having great car control. Obvious, he's still new to me and to this league. He's showing me a whole bunch of what he can do. Great pro racer, that's for darn sure. And he's battling with I think he's a lap down now from
Yeah, he's down.
from
He
these
is.
leaders. Just shows you how
Let's look for
good
it.
these guys are, man. I'm
Oh,
telling
yeah,
you.
it's a short track too. You get a lot of guys down. He's 9th place and the first car lap down. Ryan Johnson, your last lead lap car, in 8th.
Pops Margerson still blinking like a
Christmas tree light.
yeah, there you go.
Twinkle bulb.
But he running.
And there's
He
Ryan
did?
Johnson, your point leader, coming in tonight, having a solid top 10 run here at Iowa. Looks like his tires are a bit older than Dan Jones even, as Dan goes around on the outside. So I'm thinking
So
Ryan
that's
Johnson.
gonna change here with Dan on a different pit strategy.
I'm thinking,
Right now
but
he's
based
got
on
some
that,
better meats.
I'm sure Ryan's probably trying to carry this to the finish.
Well, that's what he does. And he can save fuel and tires. That's Ryan Johnson's forte. And You know, how many times have we been broadcasting this stuff and
Where did he come
forgot
from?
about him? Because he's just not there in the front. He just there. His scope of mindset and control of counting the race backward from the end is as good as anybody I've ever seen.
And he's just focused on.
It's one thing to run fast and but you got to be your own pit crew here too. You know, you got to be mindful of that. It's very difficult while you're going 160 miles
Absolutely. I managed to win 2 on pit strategy this week, and I said I should give the crew chief a raise.
Another great run for Dave Ellens. Battling
41, Chris
007
Beckman.
here,
Chris Beckman back into second spot, gets around the 40 of Jim Christopherson.
So let's take a look at what the 59's doing here. I don't know when he pitted last, but his lap times are very conservative, but they're still competitive with the cars around him.
Listen to his car as he goes through here. You can hear how slowly he's backing it out and then rolling in.
Now, see, like when you practice for these races, of course, you're trying to go as fast as you can. What this guy has the ability to do is manage. He can clutch. He can lift. There's more than just, that's what gets you a chance to win races when people don't think you can win them, because when you adapt like that, I know for myself personally, that was always the hardest thing. When you start getting beat by guys that were getting better fuel mileage or tire wear, is adapting yourself to that. Still going to be a tall order because the 23 is on rails.
Yeah, but if we can just get him a few positions after point counts, and as we noted, he is the point leader. But you can just hear, we called Chris the Butterman, but listen to how smooth Ryan is going around the track right now.
He's another body and paint man.
Absolutely.
We got 2 professional, successful, badass. Man, if I needed a dent pulled out and I lived anywhere near these guys, they'd be my choice, and they're very successful. And the reason for that, well, this body and paint has been around for a while. Former sponsor of this series, and with that, I'm going to take a little break here. Sponsored by Budweiser, the King of Beers.
All right, so we are inside 15 to go here. Slim Jim Gately still in a commanding lead. I was worried. I don't know what happened to the ticker that time. And so, second place, Chris Beckman. Third place, Jim Christopherson. We're just going to see how these strategies end up playing out. Who still has to stop? Does anybody have to stop? Is anybody going to blow a tire? Every time I've tried to stretch it here, I've blown a tire. And we could see that tonight. We got the 3 of Mark DeSenza catching a little wall there. Mark DeSenza finds himself currently listed in 4th place, 4 seconds back of your leader, his teammate Slim Jim Gately. See who the next car Slim has his sights on the lap is. That is Ryan Johnson, his other teammate. Ryan up to P8 right now with whatever he's got left in that car. Now, if these guys are all trying to make it, they're also all trying to beat Slim. So they got to balance that, making sure the right front tire can make it and trying to run just a little faster. It's a balancing act. It's a tightrope. Let's see, there is Chris Beckman.
Coming
Oh,
up on
this
10
is second.
to go. I mean,
Yeah, 10 to
are
go
these
right
guys
now.
in the pit or not? Maybe not.
Maybe not, but I speculate we might see some right fronts blown.
They're pushing it to the end here. Slim Jim Gailey on rails.
And we were talking about listening to Ryan Johnson's car. Let's listen to Slim's.
Yeah, he's running 25 twos now. 2 seconds off his, 2.5 seconds off his fastest lap. He's definitely in conserve mode.
Yeah, that is a long time off throttle.
Saving fuel, saving tires, like on a rail. That's my dog right there. That's my pick. Can he make it? Chris Beckman having to back it off. He's also in the 25s. P3, Christopherson in the 25s.
You know, Dan Jones, who's on that short pit cycle, he's running 24/7 last lap, running a second faster than these guys. But he's running out of time and running out of it in a hurry.
25.6 for P4, Mark DeCinza. 25.4 for P6, Ken Hansen. They'd love to, Hansen's up there in the points, man. I mean. There's a lot riding on this race for these guys. Jason Dolfer, fast, just internet problems around his area. Brad Otto and Tom Jackson looks like they're going for. Are they going for position here? But they're like right in the middle of some of these cars here, but still strong cars.
Only real battle for position right now, so we'll take a look at those two. Again, fantastic run for these guys hanging on tonight. No, that's not for position. Brad's 8 laps down. Tom's only 2 down. Oh, the 40 car has blown a right front tire. Told you it was a possibility.
Absolutely, because they're pushing the envelope.
And you see he's just scraping the wall now
No
with the white
green.
flag in the air.
Battle for P3 here with Ken Hansen putting on the gas here, trying to get around.
And right front goes on DeCenza.
He blows a tire. And the 9 car. 1 lap to go for the 9. He could get on the podium.
So where's Chris Beckman? Is Chris going to make it?
The 3 car just went straight into the wall. Tire management. You nailed it, bro.
Told you there were going to be some bright fronts going down.
Slim Jim mastering this race the whole time. And those tires. From the rear to the win, and the 41, the Butterman, the 2 of them.
Gives him a little bump.
Yes, and,
Congratulations.
Hug right there, and that's a great run for those 2 studs there.
Slim's going to take it to the infield.
The 9 car gets 3rd place. How about that?
Ooh, Brad Otto kills his car, bringing it back to the pits.
Oh my gosh, the 3 car blows it up, blows the right front on the last lap.
Rick Johnson up to 4th on that last lap.
Yeah, he didn't have a car that he would like, but he had enough car to almost get on the podium with his experience and tire management. That was a great strategic race throughout. A lot of green flag. That was a fantastic race by these pros. It is so hard to accomplish what these guys do in FSB today at this level. And you know that you're winning races
Absolutely.
in this league.
So
I'd be
that's
lucky to be able to hold your cape.
that's putting it a bit extreme there. So let's get the points up.
Fantastic.
For Slim Jim actually jumps into the points lead there with that win. Dominating run for the 23 Slim Jim. But trying to get the results here. So Slim Jim wins. Chris Beckman, the 41 car, is in second place. Third place, Ken Hansen. So there's your podium. Rick Johnson up to fourth there. Look at that. The 59 of Brian Johnson up to fifth. He managed to last to the end. Dave Ellens and the 7 car, Mark DeSenza, retired with listed as an accident, still credited with 7th place.
Yeah, he had nothing left, and he didn't want to be the cause of a caution. So, which that's going to hurt him in the points, but I don't think he's too worried about that. I think he was just that was a great sportsmanship move there to bounce out, and before the caution came, which it wouldn't have mattered. I think there would have.
That was on the white flag lap anyway. So yeah, again, if we could gather up our podium there. Ken Hansen, Chris Beckman, and Slim Jim Gately. And again, getting through these updated points, Slim Jim picks up 2 positions to move up to the points lead over Ryan Johnson, who falls down to second rather. Ken Hansen picks up a spot to third. Christopherson falls 2 to fourth. Rick Johnson jumps all the way up to fifth, and he was having some bad luck this season. Nice turnaround there. Great bounce back in the last minute there to jump up to the top 5. And Steve Weber tied there with him for the 5th spot in the points. And we have our second place finisher here already, Chris Beckman, also our in-race reporter. Man, you made it to the end on tires. How close were you? Was it red yet?
Yeah, I think everybody was red at the finish.
Yeah, there were at least 2 blown tires there on the last lap, the 3 and the 40.
Yeah, I feel like I let Slim get away from me a little bit too much at the start of that last run, but I knew we were going to be, pushing the very boundary of the tire on the right front. So I felt like I played it safe and, came home in second. That was a great finish.
Well, 2 studs blew the right front on the last lap. That tells you that you guys were pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, I mean, it was right on that borderline. I think everybody went red, with 5 or less to go there. I mean, we were really pushing it.
No doubt.
Yeah, great run though, Chris, all night long. Took care of the car, took care of the tires. Hard-earned P2 there. And Ken Hansen is our Mr. Where Did He Come From tonight there. He also took care of those tires and was there when it mattered at the end there for P3. How much did you have left in that right front?
Once Mark blew, I got by him and I looked, and I was like smidgen red left. Like one more lap, I would have blown for sure.
Well, Ken, that was a great race. I mean, you battled with the fast studs at the front, and then them on that restart, you went backwards, but you managed to drive good and got back in to a spot there, and you really didn't have the car that you had, or maybe you were just pushing it a little too hard and trying to keep up with those guys. But then you went into like race back from the end mode, and it worked out for you. I mean, perfect.
Yeah, I run a really funky line here, so I need all the track to run it. And I was better off by myself out there trying to run those guys down than being with them, for sure.
Makes sense. And the results speak for themselves. Great run there, Ken Hansen. Moves yourself up into third in the points. I mean, we still got a real tight points battle here after 5 races. It's shaping up to be a great season here, season 40. So congrats, Ken. Congrats again, Chris. We talked already about your run there. And Slim, guess what? You eschewed the broadcaster jinx. Milty had you picked. Yeah, we thought the jinx got you when you got the pit road penalty, but you bounced back from it. You never gave up, and just absolutely dominated that one still. So congratulations, Slim.
It was coming.
There you go.
I knew we had it queued up. I knew it.
You're a 200-pound tank. You're gonna murder him.
Man, how about that, man? I went into the pits and on that first stop or first or second
Oh
stop.
yeah,
or
we
whatever
looked at
was,
it.
and Jim just followed me right in. I didn't even know I did it until Mark said something, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't believe I did that. But he drove a great race as well. Man, great job to Chris, Ken. Man, you guys did an awesome job, and I just knew. I slowed down that last 2 laps. Mark blew his tire, and I was like, "Oh crap! I better look at mine." And man, mine was red as it could be. And, so I just knew.
And you were the smoothest car on the track. It was apparent. I asked the fans, which nobody actually responded, but I was like, "You guys have been watching this whole race. What?" And we were watching you go around. I go, "Look at the line he's taking every lap. It's like on train tracks." But the thing is, you were in the front. You went to the rear. You had the battle with the 40 car for the lucky dog. But instead of getting caught up in that, the two of you worked together and slowly moved up, and you were patient. And you got your lap back, and then he got his lap back, and then you guys were there at the end of the race. You were the best car all night. It was obvious. But that doesn't mean you're going to win the race. But tonight you executed perfect. That's vintage Slim Jim Gately right there.
Yeah, and thanks for throwing that monkey wrench into your own race to keep it interesting, because that was definitely fun to follow your charge back up through the field there.
Yeah, just trying to make it interesting. Hey, real quick, shout out to my mom. I don't know if my brother's watching, but shout out to them. Finally got it. So anyway.
Yeah, Doris Mama Gately was watching tonight,
Yeah,
cheering
absolutely. Yes. Congratulations, son. Very proud of you.
on. There you go.
In the text there.
And you are back in the points lead. Pick up 2 spots there, a 3-point lead over Ryan, who also had a hell of a race. So we were watching him. He was absolutely on rails as well. Super smooth on the throttle, and it paid off the top 5 run there for series admin and second place point man Ryan Johnson.
Well, I mean, when you look through the field and you watch all the great racing, Rick Castle, just on and on, Dave Ellens, all these guys, battling hard for 6th and 7th, and then battling these guys just a little bit faster, but yet coexisting those green flag runs. A lot of guys could have been stupid and said that was great pro racing. That was a great show with green flag stops and everything you could possibly imagine for excitement.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Lots of
appreciate
storylines.
Hey, real quick too. I just wanted to tell Chris. Last week Chris didn't get the finish he deserved. I broke a little loose right in front of him, and we were just racing real tight with about a lap to go. So I know how he felt. You guys know I know that. But anyway, I'm glad he got a great finish tonight, Chris, and man, great job, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
think about
I appreciate it, man.
pros as you race. There's always another race. You guys, sportsmanship is key at FSB, and you might get off and go kick the dog or cat or whatever, or get yelled at by your old lady. But the next time you come back, just get on the horse again and get it done.
Yeah, great job tonight, Slim. That was a great race. Tough clawback too, man. Coming back from a lap down like that. That was a great job.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure racing with you, man.
Back at you, brother.
So congrats again to our podium finishers there. We got Ken Hansen, Chris Beckman, and your winner, Slim Jim Gately. Great race, guys. Thanks for joining us here for the post-race show. Thanks, as always, my partner in Sound and Vision, Milt Minter Jr., back from vacation.
See my new teeth?
Yeah, check out his new teeth. They served him well. They weren't great for eating tonight, but they're good for talking. Thanks for Milty. Glad to have you back here. Thanks as always, our series admin, Ryan Johnson. Not only did he have a great run tonight, getting those points updated before I even had the screen up there, he races me to the post-race show every time, and we appreciate that. Thanks our league promoter and owner, Sam Young, keeping the game going, keeping the sim going.
Laughing Sammy.
Keeping the doors open. 18 years of NASCAR 2003, season 40. Gotta love it. Looking to 40 more. And thanks all you guys joining us out there in YouTube, watching us, chatting, interacting. It helps get us noticed. We do this for visibility for the league, for recruiting, and a little
This is
archival
bitchin',
thing for
too.
everybody to go back and look. Yeah. We're gonna pretend to be race car drivers. We can pretend to watch ourselves on TV too.
Absolutely.
Why not? It's a whole lot of fun. Enjoyed doing it. And thanks for coming out. Thanks everybody, and until next week, I'm Shawn Reap saying goodnight for FSB Racing Live.